Hey, folks, welcome to the Minuteman Command. I'm Christian McCollum, and I'm here with Tommy Guy, our quarterback guru for the Minuteman Command. Tommy, thanks for joining us again.
Christian, thanks for having me back.
Yeah, so, like we said, Joe Harris-Simiak and his staff, they've been busy in the portal, going out there selectively getting guys. It's hard to know exactly how many guys they've been targeting, but the amount of guys they've been signing out of the portal, they have to be hitting at a very high rate. They got two quarterbacks. I got one from Utah, Brandon Rose, and they've also got another kid, 6'2", 210 from Yale, by way of New Orleans, one of my favorite cities in the world. And obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to, New Orleans after the New Year's Day tragedy. But, what's UMass getting in Grant?
You know what, Christian? They're getting a guy that could play a game tomorrow. I mean, this guy is a seasoned vet. He's ready to go. Super smart, and when you watch his film, you see him really moving defenders with his eyes. Definitely knows the offense really well, and will come in and definitely compete for the job. I feel like he's a guy that, he started at Yale. He had a great season. I mean, Grant threw for 2,000 yards. He threw, the best stat I got here: 22 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. I mean, that's hard to do. To only throw 3 interceptions in a year, and you're still throwing the ball down the field on a regular basis. You'll see it on film, but he's also kind of sneaky fast. He's an athletic kid. He moves well. He's always getting himself separated from defenders, even when it doesn't look like, you watched Riley Leonard last night and obviously all year, but it doesn't always look like some of these guys are really fast or really strong, but you see them break tackles and you see them run away from people. And, Jordan does the same thing on film. So for UMass to have, a younger guy coming back, having Rose coming in, and now Jordan coming in. I mean, you got a guy coming in that's going to be ready to play.
You've seen some attention. Some of these guys are getting out of the portal. A good number of them are coming from Ivy League programs. Obviously, Ivy League has, the reputation for what they're known for, being intelligent guys. But Ivy League football is legit football.
I mean, if you talk to Ivy League coaches, which, we do on a regular basis, most of their guys that they sign, I would say 90% of them have FBS offers. They've made a decision, and probably a good one, right, to go into the Ivy League, to play at a high level of football and get a really good degree. And the best part about these guys are graduating, and now they're able to play at another high level, which in the past would never been able to happen. So a guy like Jordan, being able to get his Yale degree, have a really good season, and now go play some FBS football. I mean, it's good for him.
All right, let's break down some of his clips here.
So there you go. Here's one of them right here, running away, making plays, and you'll see throughout this couple plays here. Not only does he run the ball well and get a lot of first downs, but he also extends plays and extends plays, get guys open, and it just makes really, really good decisions. Again, 22 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. I mean, that says a lot.
So one thing I like, it's always I always use it as an ultimate compliment. I think the first one I kind of thought about it was with Brett Favre. You mentioned Riley Leonard. It was the first thing I thought when Riley Leonard came to Notre Dame. He's not just a quarterback; he's a football player, right? So you can see when he's running, he doesn't look like a quarterback. When he decides to suck, he looks like a running back. Puts a move on that safety. It's not like a lucky move or the safety underlook. That's a legit move. I bet he did a lot of this in high school. And again, the way he touched the ball, and even the way he kind of runs away from that arm tackle, the safety, you can tell. And like I've said before, you guys will get to know Tommy's opinions on quarterbacks. He likes the guys that don't slide. Yeah,
and you'll see here, like he makes his decisions and runs them. Like there's times he'll extend plays and throw the ball. But this guy, I mean, this one right here, he's decided he's tucking and running. He's out. Like there's not going to be that in between where like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? No, he's making the decision and goes.
This isn't a design quarterback draw, right?
He trusts himself and he's ready to go.
This is not a design quarterback draw. He's pulling this down and deciding to go, right?
Yep, he's going. He could have a couple different options on here, but no, he's dropping back the pass and doesn't like what he sees and takes off.
All right, let's check him out here.
This is one of my favorite ones because I think sometimes we complicate a lot of things on offense, and we try to trick guys and do different things. But right from the start of this play, he's got a boundary receiver, got some height on the corner. The safety's on the hash. He makes sure he holds that safety there for a second. If you see right when he gets this snap, Christian, his eyes stay to the left just to hold this safety to the boundary to make sure he can't make this play, and he is throwing this ball all the way. He is pre-snap. He knows where this ball is going. I mean, and how many times do you see this happen in football where you think like, oh, why doesn't everyone just do this? Because, you know, they got to have good timing, and this is a perfectly thrown ball. 22 touchdowns, 3 interceptions because of balls like this. The only one that can catch this ball is his receiver, and it's put in a perfect place, perfect timing. You know, and again, there's too high safety there, so that safety could run over and make that play. But Jordan holds him just for a second by looking over to the left and then puts the ball in a perfect spot to his receiver.
A little bit of an interesting design here with the fade ball here, right? I don't know how often I've seen the play fake on the fade ball. It asks them to do a little bit of a funky drop here, no?
Yeah, but also what he's doing, he has the option of throwing to the inside receiver. So holding that drop, that play fake right there brings that linebacker up. But once he sees that safety doesn't get over, that's where he's going. You know, if safety did run over, he'd have that option of throwing that ball, that seam to the slot.
And it's one of the things that the passing games have become so advanced and so complicated these days, and these kids rep it over and over and over with trainers like yourself, and it's 7-on-7. I mean, you're talking about this kid is making that many decisions. It looks like he's just taking the ball and throwing it, and a lot of it's, you know, he's got a hint at it pre-snap, and they've repped it so much they know. But like you said, the idea that he could actually throw this, you're saying he could throw that kind of to the tight end there?
Yep, the tight end there. That's the number 2 receiver to the boundary.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. All right, let's see some more of his athleticism here.
There he goes again, extending plays and just making it happen. And you would think guys like this that run around, right? Like, I mean, this play right here, you're watching, you're a fan, right? You're like, oh, no, where's that ball going? But you do not see him make throws that are not the right ones. You know, he's running around here. That is a tough throw. Running all the way left, and this guy's chasing him. It's not like he's got time to, you know, turn and relax. Makes a good move on the guy first, turns, hits this guy about 25 yards down the field. You know, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8, they should be punting. But no, he makes a play and you know, delivers a great throw.
Again, football player. We get this play halfway through the play, unfortunately. But you know what? The first thing that comes to mind is you watch this kid and you're saying, all right, I can see he runs. And when a kid gets into this position he's in right now, most of that kid's always going to run. If this is 1st and 10, he probably runs. But he knows it's 3rd and 8, and getting 4 yards and can do him any good. So he changes the ball from side to side, his offhand. Then he spins his shoulders back around to throw it. I mean, it's not a safe play, but even though he's being careful with the ball, the safe play is just, all right, just run, go back to the sidelines. But he's going to make a play here because he's a football player. It's super impressive. And the ball movement alone, you know, with the hands is impressive.
You know, smart, athletic, accurate. You know, that's what this kid is. And like I said, he's a veteran. He's got a lot of games behind him. So, you know, he'll be ready. He'll be ready to play for sure.
All right, we got one more here to check out.
Another really, really great layered ball here. You know, he's hitting the crossing route. Looks like the back's coming out of the backfield there, coming up the seam, and, you know, throws it right over that linebacker underneath the safety, and very poised, relaxed back there. You know, it's funny because, you know, a lot of these guys that run around, you see him move too early. He's just calm. Like, you would think watching this rep right here, Christian, that this is what he does all the time. That he's just back there, great protection, and just delivering dimes. But this kid's running. He's making pocket passes. You know, he's reading all different defenders, and he's also extended plays.
So if you can tell, it's kind of subtle, but if you look, before he pats the ball, he's looking more towards the right, maybe potentially a corner. Is he holding that safety number 3, who I think comes into the picture?
He's holding that front side safety that comes in late. He already sees that the boundary safety is wide enough, so he's good with that guy. He's just holding the front side safety that the number 2 receiver is staying with. Holds him there, flips that ball up. I mean, it's beautiful touch, great accuracy, great timing, and a great throw. And again, this guy's not coming, you know, it's watching these guys. This guy just played a full season in the Ivy League. You know, he's playing against high-level competition. He's got good players around him. And, you know, with UMass, you know, like you said before we started watching film, coming to the portal and getting all these guys, I mean, he's going to have a lot of talented guys around him as well.
So you train some of the top quarterbacks in New England with Air Out Academy. How do you train a kid like this? This seems like something that takes discipline, because if you're out there and you're just making this throw in shirts and shorts, how do you teach a kid to keep those eyes disciplined to the right side of the field? Because it's got to be hard to. He knows where he's throwing the ball, but he can't look there really.
Yes, I mean we teach a lot of different things, but I'll be honest with you, this is the stuff you got to do. You got to do with your team. You got to do 11 on 11, 7 on 7, team, film study, all this stuff comes together. I can't put 11 guys on defense against them, and we can't rep this. We can rep the route, but this is some guys just get in, some guys don't, and a lot of it is really the mindset.
All right, so you kind of hit on it throughout, but just like, what should UMass fans expect? What do you think UMass is getting here in Grant Jordan?
A veteran guy that can win you lots of games. Not going to turn the ball over, going to make plays, exciting to watch. A lot of, you would think 22-3 would be conservative, but no, he's exciting to watch. He makes plays, and he's a winner.
All right, thanks a lot. Make sure you guys stay tuned to MinutemanCommand.com for even more content on Grant and all the other things that are happening with UMass football.